Hey, my DRG Rec Tec family, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this. For all you out there on YouTube that's watching this because of the way it's titled in reference to prostate awareness. I know last month was Prostate Awareness Month, but I couldn't get around to doing this video in time. But you know what? I thought better late than never. If this helps somebody, if any video out there deserves to go viral, it's this video. Because we need to reach as many people as possible. As many men out there need to see this, watch it, and they need to make that phone call that could possibly change your life. So for all my Rec Tec family and DRG family that's watching this, stay tuned till the end of this. I will give you an update on the cart builds, where we're at in that. Everybody that got in on the carts and the S1 hinge and the side shelves. Also going to give you an update on where DRG is going in the future. So stay tuned to the end of this and I'll bring you up to date on that. But please, if you are watching this because of the way it's titled, please pay close attention to this. Believe me, I am not a doctor, so do not take what I tell you to heart as being gospel. Do your own research. Go to Google and pull up stuff. Call your doctor and ask them. I just wanted to bring this to you to make you aware that this is out there and to be able to deal with it with a little bit of knowledge that could possibly save your life. We're told from a young age that every man, when they hit 50 years old, that they should go and get a colonoscopy to look for colon cancer. I've heard that since I was really young. I myself went when I was 51 and actually had a colonoscopy. Everything come back fine. There was, some polyps there. They took care of that. They were non-cancerous. Everything was good. He scheduled me to come back in 5 years. So that was all great. But the one thing you never hardly ever hear anybody talk about is prostate cancer. And believe it or not, in my research, I found out that prostate cancer is the #1 cancer in men in the United States today. It actually is greater in numbers than colon cancer is. But you hear very little people talk about it. In fact, in the research that I did through the American Cancer Society, 106,000 men are diagnosed with, and I don't even know that specifically says men. 106,000 cases were reported of colon cancer in 2022. All right, so that's a mix of men and women. There's 106,000. There were 250,000 men diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2022. So it is double the amount of people that have gotten colon cancer have actually gotten prostate cancer. And prostate cancer, the treatment has come so far that if caught in the early enough stages, there is so much they could do to give you back your quality of life and give you another 40 or 50 years. But you need to find it early. So that is the purpose of doing this video, is to tell each and every one of you out there, call your doctor and tell them you want to get a prostate exam. Don't wait till you're 50. There have been cases of people that have been diagnosed with prostate cancer that were in their 30s. So don't wait till you're 50 to get it done. Do it now. And the other reason behind this is I used to go every year or two and get an exam. So they used to, go for a physical. They'd draw blood. They would test everything. They test your cholesterol and all that kind of stuff. Well, one thing that they very rarely ever test for, but they will test for, is called PSA. Well, what PSA is, it stands for prostate-specific antigen. It is actually a secretion that comes from your prostate that gets into your blood, and they can detect from that, in most cases, that there's something going on with your prostate. The reason I say in most cases is from my research that I have done for myself, the PSA in a man between the ages of 50 and 60, your levels should be between 3.0 and 4.0. So that's normal. And it goes up as you get older. So if a 50-year-old man has it at 3.0 and I'm 56, it would stand to reason that mine would be 3.6. That's exactly what my levels are. My levels are 3.6. So if I went to the doctor and they took blood and they tested it, and that was like the precursor that they looked for, it would have come back completely normal. All right, so don't trust a PSA by itself. The best way for early detection is an actual prostate exam. Now, don't get me wrong. I've heard all the jokes and all the stories and, all the stuff that goes along getting a prostate exam. You know what? Put all that aside. Be a man, suck it up. The doctor doesn't enjoy doing it any more than you enjoy receiving it. Go to the doctor and get the exam. It could save your life. If you're not doing it for yourself, do it for your children, do it for your family members, do it for your friends that love you and want you to be around for a very long time. And the reason I wanted to push this out there is last month I was diagnosed with aggressive prostate cancer. My PSA is exactly where it's supposed to be, but I have aggressive prostate cancer and I have no symptoms. Prostate cancer is extremely silent. It does not give you any warnings, not that you feel. The doctor will be able to detect it through a prostate exam. He could tell there's some abnormality there that he may request you to go do an MRI or something so he could get a better image of what's going on. But you getting a prostate exam is the best way for you to get ahead of this and give the doctors a fighting chance at eradicating this and giving you a very long, happy, healthy life. I'm going to tell you, the phone call I made a couple days ago to my 2 children to let them know was the hardest phone call I've ever made in my life. So please, I don't want you to go through that. I don't want you to go through what I have to start going through. So please take care of that. Pick up the phone, call your doctor, request to get a prostate exam, and let's get ahead of this and give you a fighting chance. All right? So please, that's the purpose that I wanted to do this video in the first place, was to just educate, and make sure you do what I said. Call the doctor today. Don't wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow will become next week, and next week will become next year. Do it today. Pick up the phone and make the call. It's no secret there are a couple famous people out there that have been diagnosed with prostate cancer. Ben Stiller was on the Today Show just a couple months ago talking about his, and he has a complete success. He apparently is cancer-free, and he's going to go on to live another 40 or 50 years because he caught it early. Make sure you make that call. All right? So please do that. Share this video as many times as possible. Send it to your friends. Get your friends to make that call. Call the doctor, make the appointment, get ahead of it early so you have a fighting chance. All right, thank you so much for that. For all my family members out there that got in on the cart sales that I did, I just want to let you know all the carts are cut out. They're all sitting over here on the table for the next couple of days. I'm going to be sanding and bending those and getting them ready. Then I'm going to start building the frames. I'm hoping to have all these out of here within the next month and a half, 2 months. As far as the ones that got in on the S1 hinge and the side shelves, those actually shipped out. I should be getting those probably today or tomorrow. The thumb screws, those are still a little bit out, so it may be a little bit longer before I get those. Just rest assured, as soon as all that comes in, I will get this together and get it boxed up and shipped out to you. Don't worry. I feel absolutely fine. I'm in really good spirits. I'm optimistic. We're going to kick this thing's butt. But for now, because of all this and me not really being sure where this is going to lead and what kind of treatment program I'm going to have to go through and how bad it's going to wipe me out or not, I'm going to have no choice but to... I'm not shutting down DRG because I love what I do and I love being able to build these carts for you guys. But unfortunately, I do have machinery in here that I still have to pay for. And, the lenders don't want to hear that you're sick. They want their payment. So on the website, it's still going to be up, but everything is going to show sold out except for probably the shirts, because this is something I can do. There's not a heavy lifting involved in it, and I could do it in my house. So they're going to stay open so that I could still keep some form of a revenue coming in to try to take care of everything. So other than that, just send me your prayers. We're going to fight this. We're going to get through it. If my kids are watching this, babe, don't worry. We are going to kick this thing's ass. But please, to everyone out there, Don't, I have no one in my family that I'm aware of in my immediate family that has ever had prostate cancer. My PSA is completely normal and where it should be, and I still came back with aggressive form of prostate cancer. So don't let any of those things change your mind on making that simple call that it takes 5 minutes for the doctor to do this test, and it could so save your life. Pick up the phone and make the call. Do it for your family. Do it for your kids. Do it for your friends. I hope if this video helped save one person's life, I did the best I could do to get it out there. So other than that, God bless each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for your love and support and always having my back and being there for me. I love you guys. And I'll see you on our next video. God bless.